So I wanted to make a quick video, super fast, to go over what makes one carrier better than the next. And what I mean by that is, how does a carrier differentiate itself from the other carriers that are in the marketplace? This is a great question that I think a lot of you should have this in the back of your mind as you're doing your loads. You know, at the end of the day, what a broker is looking for in terms of a quality carrier, that they're going to save your information to follow back up with you. And that's what you want, to keep getting consistent, dedicated freight. The carrier is not posting their loads on DAT. They're calling you first. And then if you say yes or no, if you say no, then they post it on DAT. That's what they're doing. And that really comes down to what is the broker looking for in this carrier that makes a carrier a reliable carrier that they want to do repeat business with. Hey, that carrier did a great job moving that load from here to here. We paid them that much money. That was a good rate. Let's call them back next time we get another one of those loads. Let's call them first before we post it. That is the conversation that I used to have with all the people that I used to work with that were the carrier sales reps. I was the broker. I had account manager. We were doing everything, booking, 30, 40 loads a day. And it was great. But what it comes down to is your communication. At the end of the day, is this a carrier that when they arrive on site at the shipper, are they calling that broker, giving them the check call? Hey, we have arrived on site. Tell them, hey, we are at dock number 14. We checked in. We are backed up to the loading dock. We are waiting to get unloaded. Our end time, our arrival time, it is 10 a.m. in the morning. Boom. That's exactly what the broker wants to hear. It's like, oh shoot, this guy called in, this girl called in, she gave us the update, and we didn't even have to ask for it. Making a positive impression, absolutely. Okay, great. And then when it's time to leave the shipper, you call that broker, hey, just want to let you know we are loaded up. We got 16 pallets. It's not double stacked. Here's some pictures of the product that you can see that they can then send to their customer to let them know that, hey, visually, look at this. It is loaded in the truck, ready to depart. Here's our departure time, letting you know. Hang up the phone. Broker's like, whoa, these people are calling, letting us know that they've left. That's a check call. You guys need to be doing your check calls. Don't wait for the broker to contact you. Contact the broker yourself. Let them know. You're going to have your truck on macro point tracking, but at the same time, call in. They want verbal confirmation. That's what that broker is looking for. And then same thing on the receiver side. When you get to that receiver, call in, let them know that you have arrived, you depart the receiver, call in and let them know that you delivered and you departed and the load has been received and delivered. Those are details that the brokers are looking for, and it blows me away how many carriers do not call that broker to let them know an update on the status of the load. You really want to make yourself differentiate and make yourself look different compared to the other carriers out there. What makes one carrier better than another? That right there. Right there. That is a differentiating factor of, wow, we paid them a great rate on that load. We get that load 3 days a week. They're doing an outstanding job of communicating with us with the status of the truck and the status of the pickup and the status of the cargo that we cannot communicate to our customer because the customer is asking about that load in terms of the status of it. Outstanding information to be gathering that you're able to then punch over and send to the broker. It's your check calls, the outstanding communication, and at the same time too, that's the squeaky clean perspective. Not everything goes squeaky clean. This is trucking. If there's something that's going to hit the fan, it's going to hit the fan. You and I both know that. It happens. Not every load is squeaky clean. There's debris in the road and you run over it, and it damages something on the vehicle. Or there's somebody that gets in an accident way up ahead of you and it blocks up the road and you can't move forward. You're just stuck there. You're just stuck there in traffic. Happens all the time. Maybe there's an act of God that refers to crazy thunderstorms, hurricanes, tornadoes. A tree falls over in the road. It's called an act of God. That is a prevention of slowing down the transit time of delivering from point A to point B. With those variables that are outside of your control, call the broker and say, hey, looks like there's an accident. It's right in front of us on the highway. We can see it. It looks like it's, maybe going to be 30 more minutes added on to our ETA to arriving to the shipper to get to the pickup. We might be late to that pickup. The pickup appointment was for 10 a.m. Can you go ahead and call, or can you go ahead and email your customer, let them know, hey, we're gonna be 30 minutes late. That way they can be expecting us. They can put another truck in the dock, and that way they can work around us to, you know, when we do arrive, to get us loaded in a timely manner. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Same thing on the delivery side of things. It's like, hey, call up that broker. Hey, I just want to let you know, looks like there was a tree fell down on the road. It is in front of us. This is the only way to get to where we need to go, and we have to wait for this tree to get moved. Happens. It happens all the time. So it's going that extra mile in the communication, as opposed to not calling the broker and not giving them an update. Give them an update. Be straightforward, be to the point, be clear and direct, and provide them that information that they can work with. You will leave a positive impression on that broker that, wow, yeah, they unfortunately, something happened and wasn't their fault, and they're arriving 30 minutes late to the shipper. We'll let that shipper know, hey, expect our trucks 30 minutes later than expected. Do it. What makes one carrier different from another? It's these little details. Communication is everything in this business. And at the end of the day, there are so many things that you can't control, and there's so many things you can. Stop worrying about the stuff that you can't control. Only worry about the variables and the things that you can. And this is a team sport. Remember, it comes down to your dispatcher, it comes down to your factor, it comes down to your insurance guy, it comes down to the broker. This is a team sport. Carriers need to get this in their head. You cannot do this solo. There's plenty of things in your life where you can do this and just kind of push people away. It's like, leave me alone. I'm going to stay in my lane, keep my foot on the gas. And you're able to be successful and do that. Not in trucking. This is a team sport. You got to be able to call people at 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. Oh my gosh, this is the situation. I don't know what to do. I need help. You need to be able to have a team of people that you can call on. Just because they're not sitting next to you in the cab, you need to still be able to talk to them as if they were. Communication. It's a big part of this business. So back to the title of this video. What makes one carrier different than another? Communication. Communicate with that broker. You will leave a positive impression on them, and you're going to get more loads. End of story. Catch you in the next video. Bye.